Communion is not just for us to look back and be thankful, but communion also gives us a beautiful hope and expectation. I love it. Paul says, listen, that every time that you take communion, you are proclaiming, God, I love it, the Lord's death, watch this, until he comes. Well, if you're saying, Paul, that we're proclaiming his death until he comes, that means if we're proclaiming his death till he comes, if he's coming, that means resurrection. That means that this place that we're in right now is temporary. Lord, I love it. That means that I have a hope in my future. God, I love it. That I can look at the commitments of the past. I can look at my commitment of the present. But when I think about what Jesus says, he says that on that day I will drink it again in my Father's kingdom. Lord, I love it. That this is not the final time we'll have communion. We'll have communion again with the Father. Yes, Lord. That this earth, while it holds us down with struggles and hardships, I can be encouraged to know that when I take communion, I'm reminded of God's love. I'm reminded of God's redemption. I'm reminded of God's reconciliation. And one day, we will be with the Father in heaven.